FKE and COTU find the government actions to be dishonest and against the spirit of consultations adopted during the drafting process. We therefore have no option but to withdraw our collective goodwill for this bill in its entirety, given the inherent dangers and pitfalls that the proposed weak governance system portends for the contributions of workers and the contributions of employers. Following this development, we wish to tell the nation that FKE and COTU oppose the bill as currently drafted until such a time that the government recognizes the significant role played by the social partners in the governance of NSSF. The need for a strong, credible, and inclusive governance structure at NSSF cannot be overemphasized. This is the only way, in our view, to avoid mischief. The best practice internationally is also that tripartite social partners, that is the government, the workers, and the employers, are represented on boards of occupational social security funds, and examples abound. To cite a few, all the EAC countries have this tripartite structure on their boards. Within, around the region, Mauritius, Madagascar, Mozambique, Namibia have the same structure. Kenya therefore risks being an isolated country where the NSSF is managed outside this internationally known best practice and framework, where social security funds are administered by autonomous public organizations, as in the case of NSSF, workers and employers must be represented on the boards. The government, therefore, in our view, needs to come out clearly to tell us why it is trying to turn NSSF into a government entity. And indeed, if this were to be the case, and the government got absolute control of the fund, then they would be imposing a new tax on the Kenyan workforce. We are also concerned that the exposure of employee and employers' contributions to plunder is now a reality. This concern is heightened by the fact that these clandestine changes are happening just before the proposed enhancement of the level of contributions from the current 200 shillings by employees and 200 shillings by employers to an envisaged 6% contribution by employers and 6% by workers. Take it that those are all the questions you had?
Yes.
Okay, we'll give you copies of the statement, and thank you once again.